Good morning, YouTube family. The weather is changing here in Wisconsin. We've got our first couple snows. It is chilly here. And because of this snow, we're getting a little bit later start this morning. The roads were covered in snow this morning when I first woke up, and pulling heavy trailers on snow-covered roads is always very sketchy. So we decided to just wait a couple hours for the snow to melt off. So I'll be heading to the job here in a second, and I'll show you what we've got in store for today. All right, I think waiting an hour or two for the sun to come out was a good decision, because now the roads are super clean. Don't have to worry about slipping and sliding, pulling a big trailer. So it should be a pretty easy day, and I figured it would be worth bringing you guys along. It should be pretty interesting. So here we go. Welcome to another episode of Treework with Rion, Spencer, Felipe, Aaron, and Zach. I'm back from TCI Expo. I'm a little bit bummed that Spencer couldn't come with me.
What did I miss?
It was just a lot of one-wheeling and some fancy dinners.
I'm an introvert, and I don't like fancy dinners.
It's my one time of year that I get to hang out with August and Damien and Nick Taylor and his brother Jesse.
The celebs.
Well, they're all just good friends, you know?
I would like to meet Adam Perry if you're watching this. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, he seemed like a really nice guy. I got to meet Buck and Billy Ray. That was pretty cool.
Kevin Ham?
He's a really cool guy. Yep, I ran into Kevin Ham and his wife.
Nice.
I honestly just go to see the friends. The first job of the day is a pretty simple one. They really love this oak tree, and they don't want to cut it down yet. So we're just taking off this dead stub. Well, most of it. We're going to leave a little bit of it behind. But the whole top of this tree is dead, and I feel like it's inevitable. The tree will probably die within the next 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
But they want to have a little bit more time with the tree. So we're just going to take those 3 big dead tops off. That way they don't have to worry about those branches falling on their house anymore. It'd be a pain in the butt to do it climbing, because you kind of would have had to rope everything down through all those other branches.
Yeah.
So we were able to sneak the Merlo in here. We just made like a really nice plywood path, and we snuck it in here. And then we're trimming a little birch tree out front. It's windy, so it feels to be about 20 degrees.
Feels cold, man.
Yeah, I got my insulated pants on and my long underwear shirt.
Yep, I've got my Lululemon.
Underneath your soft pants.
Yeah.
This rod right here is what tells you how much bar grease you have. So when this rod is sticking out all the way, that means that someone just filled it for me. So thank you, Felipe, for doing that. Another kind of cool thing, I don't know if you can see it, but if you stick the camera up in here, I added a little camera right here inside this grapple. You can barely see it. And then I've got a little Milwaukee battery here powering the camera, and it's just a backup camera. But when I grab that branch, it makes it so the back of the grapple is perfect on the branch. So there's no gap on the bottom and there's no gap on the top. When I grab that branch, it's a perfect grab, and I can see what's going on when I'm in the cab of the Merlo. We were able to get the outriggers all the way out, 3 layers of plywood across the concrete, and we were able to skip the plywood on the blacktop. These people really love their trees, because the original quote was just to cut this little birch tree down and haul everything away. Well, it turns out that they want to keep it. What would you do if it was yours?
I already talked with him about it.
Would you cut it down or try to trim it?
I mean, I said just take off that totally dead one and then just like clean up some of the dead stuff.
Yeah. And then job number 2, pack all this stuff up, head back to Cottage Grove, and we're doing a little knuckle boom job. And actually there's some climbing there. So maybe one person will be climbing with the knuckle boom and another person will be doing a manual removal. So you and Zach can do rock, paper, scissors for that. Here we go. Let's get started. Happy Tuesday. big stub now. We're gonna take this in half and we're gonna leave a little chunk there. But we're gonna get rid of these 2 scraggly dead branches and half of this, cutting this right now. Mission accomplished. We got the whole top of the tree cut off this oak. We made a heck of a mess here because I can't rotate the Merlo because there's too many other trees around everywhere. So I just had to set everything down right in front of me. So now we've got this huge pile that we'll have to clean up. So first things first, we got to pull the Merlo back out here, and then we can pull the Avant in here and we'll grab all this stuff and clean it up. And I'll start heading to the next job. Because this job site is such a steep hill, it turns out that it's easier to just back the grapple truck in here. We're just gonna drag everything from here to there and shove it in the grapple truck. We'll worry about chipping it later. Here's the finished product of what the tree looks like now. That one got cut back. And then that top is missing now. Once again, the one wheel is coming in super handy. I had to park. We had to park the purple truck super far away. It's parked at the bottom of this hill. I'll show you how steep this hill is. All the equipment is way up here. There's no parking on this side of the road, and there's no room to park on this side of the road because it's full of cars, and that's a super steep hill. So, hey, this will be kind of funny. In the comments below, let me know if you're the reason why you bought a one wheel. I think one wheel should sponsor me. I feel like I've told all my friends to buy one wheels because they're such amazing tools. But yeah, the job site's way up here. The Merlo's way down there. The birch tree's all trimmed up. They're done with that. Good thinking, Felipe. I think that was the fast way to do it. Yeah. Now we don't have to clean up the street either. Holy crap, that actually filled up the grapple truck, huh?
What's that?
That actually filled up the grapple truck, huh? Holy crap.
Pretty good amount.
All right, I just pulled up to job number 2. I was just out and about doing a couple estimates. Looks like the boys have already got a pretty good head start here. I'll hop out of the car and show you the details of this project. We're gonna be taking down this 3-stem birch tree, and we're using the knuckle boom crane. Looks like they've got a really nice setup here. They've already got the shims down, perfectly level outrigger pads, and a nice plywood path on the driveway. The reason we're using the crane for this project is the septic drain field is right here. So we can't really fell any of this stuff over here. And then Spencer's over here. So we have to trim this oak tree away from the house. Right on the pile, perfect. And then this box elder tree is also gonna have to be climbed, and that's coming down as well. One pick. Looks like we need to get a new license plate for the knuckle boom crane that says one pick. So this is the first pick on the birch. So I just stopped to check on the boys after out and about doing a couple estimates. They've already got a really good head start on job number 2. So they're just working right down there. And this is a friend of mine named Kyle. And he said, hey, since you guys are here, do you want to take down this tree here? This oak tree, he's been wanting to get this one cut down, hanging over his garage, and this low hanging branch off this one. So I'm gonna run home, grab the Merlo really quick, and I'm gonna take that tree down with the Merlo, and I'm gonna take that branch off with the grapple truck while Aaron's running the knuckle boom and Spencer's cutting down a box elder. So we're gonna be multitasking like crazy here in a second.
It should be free. There we go. That should be free.
I just came home to grab this apple, and then Nikki's got this cooking. What is that, like pot roast and carrots? I love cooked carrots.
I know you do.
It tastes so good. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Love you. The sun goes down in 4 minutes. Got the Merlo in place. Got the battery for the camera. The sun goes down in 4 minutes. You think I can get this tree done in 4 minutes? I've never really ran the Merlo at night before, and so I never realized that the camera that I have for the grapple is actually a night vision camera, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I already got this thing all topped out right here. The sun is going down. 4:51. I don't know how long that took me, but not too bad. Spencer's just gonna make that cut right there. Nice. The satisfying wedge drop. She's weighing it at 5,200 with the grapple, so that means it weighs like 3,300 pounds. Nice job, Spencer. I got my Merlo stuff down. Now Felipe is using the grapple truck here. This thing is a mini crane, I tell ya. That's a pretty slick tool.
Oh yeah,
That's the best tool for the job, huh?
I'd say so.
It's funny. The knuckle boom was the best tool for the birch tree. The Merlo was the best tool for this oak tree. And the grapple truck was the best tool for that branch. All right, we're all wrapped up here. Heading home in the dark. That's gonna happen a lot more in the future, in the near future. But I just want to say thanks for watching. And if you guys would like to see more content like this, please like and subscribe, and we'll be sure to make more videos like this. Thanks and have a wonderful night. See you guys next time.